Every tenant turnover is costing more and returning less. In today's market, static real estate is a liability. But what if you didn't have to burn 5 or even 6 figures every time a tenant moved out just to get it ready for the next guy? Well, that's where modular improvements come in, and that's why they're the fourth pillar in the framework. Now, let's start with a little bit of background. The cost of tenant improvements have absolutely exploded over the last decade across every market and every property type. 10 years ago, a high-end office build-out cost $65 a foot. Today, it's closer to $125. That's a 92% increase. In apartments, we used to turn units for $1,500 to $2,500. Today, it's $3 to $4,500. That's an 80 to a 100% increase. In warehouses, we used to turn units for $3 to $5 a foot. Today, it's closer to 6 to 10. So again, it's basically double. Now, think about what that means in practice. If you are reconstructing or reconfiguring a space every time a tenant moves out, that is capitally inefficient, regardless of the lease term. So the cost compounds, the downtime compounds, and your NOI gets crushed. The reality is this: owning a generic building and waiting for appreciation to do its thing is no longer a strategy. The store value premium has moved into Bitcoin, and for real estate to remain competitive, it needs to lean into utility, adaptability, and quality. This is where modular improvements come in because they allow you to appeal to a broader audience from a leasing standpoint, and you also are able to retain that value over time and multiple tenants. So let's run through a couple examples real quick. In office properties, you can use modular walls and partitions to create or reconfigure private offices, conference rooms, or collaborative areas, all without full demolition. In retail properties, you can use these modular solutions for storefronts, kiosks, and various shelving systems that appeal to a broader set of end users, everyone from apparel to healthcare to food, again, without gutting the entire space. In warehouses, you can use modular mezzanines, racking systems, and office pods to reconfigure the space for different throughputs or different product types. In apartments, you can use modular solutions to reconfigure a unit. Think about having a two-bedroom unit that can be repurposed or reconfigured into a one-bedroom with a large living area. Or you could also offer balcony or amenity type add-ons that can be installed or removed as demand shifts. Tenants are going to pay a premium for this type of optionality. The point is, modular is both a leasing strategy and a capital efficiency strategy. You are not hostage to the ever-rising construction costs or the latest work from home trend. You're building flexibility into the asset, and in tomorrow's market, flexibility is the value. There's another dimension here we cannot overlook. Our current inflationary system doesn't just make construction more expensive. It incentivizes the use of cheaper materials and lower quality work. So whether they want to or not, developers are forced to cut corners in order to protect their margins. But if you look at the data over the last decade, the best performing assets in every market have one common denominator, and that is quality. The quality of the tenant improvements, the quality of the materials, the quality of the overall environment and experience. High quality assets have consistently outperformed. And here's why you should care. The product you build and operate is a reflection of you and your brand. Cutting corners erodes both the long-term value of the property and your reputation in the marketplace. So that's why modular improvements matter. They allow you to invest in quality and retain that value across multiple tenants. So where does Bitcoin fit into all of this? Bitcoin is the baseline for capital. It is the store of value. That means that real estate can no longer rely on appreciation to carry it through the cycle. The only way forward is by delivering utility and cash flow. So Bitcoin takes that monetary premium off of the table, which forces real estate to lean into its function, flexibility, and innovation. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a forcing function, and it's going to compel our industry to evolve. Now, let's summarize the broader playbook one more time. Bitcoin treasuries are your capital strategy. Dual collateralized loans are your financing mechanism. Energy efficiency is your operational defense. Technology integration enhances both the user experience and your NOI. And now modular improvements are your obsolescence hedge. Together, these pillars are how you survive and thrive in the years ahead. Your Bitcoin treasury provides strategic flexibility in an illiquid asset. Modular improvements provide strategic flexibility in a capital intensive asset. Static buildings are a bad investment. Adaptable buildings are the future. I hope you see why this framework matters, and now you have a playbook to go put it into action. As always, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below or DM me. I'm also going to ask you to share this. Share it with your clients, share it with your team, share it with your general contractor. I need your help spreading the word. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you here next time.